Hey, cheers, everybody! Welcome to the sesh. It's just a little morning seshki, a little morning sesharoony. You know, here at I Love Weed Live. Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Cheers! How's it going, guys? GamPro here with a little morning wake and bake session. If people want to hop on up, feel free. The link is right over somewhere. It's around. But anyway, cheers. Good morning. How are you? First things first, what's everybody smoking on? Picking up some sherbet banger. It's a cross between sour D and biker kush. Ooh. That sounds wonderful. All right, cheers, folks. Back to bong last night, and I never ended up finishing it, so now it's time to finish it. So Troy will be back tonight. Tone hosted last night, went very well, and I will be hosting tomorrow again. Hey, cheers, Kerwin. How's it going, man? Is it just easier to do more lives on Troy's channel? More people here? You know, I just, Troy and I have talked about me doing little tiny daytime sessions at his channel when he's not around, just to give people a place to hang out, you know. So I'm just here because Troy can't be, really. Cheers, running around the town with some resumes. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Set my strain aside and packing some cactus gas and some midnight cookies. That sounds pretty good. Scoured today, skunk times sour D. Cheers. Ooh, that sounds good. Hello, vegan pothead. How's it going? Cheers. Hey, Ruthless, how's it going? Cheers, cheers. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Fellow hot, yes, cheers. Oh, hey, we got a Tony Plays. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, just chilling.
The link in chat was broken. It was, it said StreamYard.com / the little identifier link, plus .com at the end of that, / the identifier link again. So you have to, I had to remove the extra .com.
Oh, whoops. Okay, you know what? I must have had a little whoopsie when I.
Oh yeah, no, it happens.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird that happened. All right, let me try that again. There we go. Sorry about that, folks.
I just wanted to alert you because that might be why people weren't popping in.
No, yeah, and that's, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple blinkers, and then I'm probably gonna pop out, eat my breakfast, and have some coffee.
Very good. Sounds awesome. What are you choking on? Oh, that's a worst possible time to ask you that question.
A mango kush.
Mm-hmm.
It's
cool.
still it. It's the cheaper 1 gram card because it had bubbles in it, so they were selling it at a discount.
Well, hey, that's something. Oh, thanks, Monkey Man. I made that. It was actually pretty easy to make. It was fun. The background of Troy is actually so what I did was I got a picture of Troy, and then I used software to turn that image into frequencies, which basically what happens is the frequencies paint like a portrait of the image that you're trying to make, so that when you run the sound through a spectrograph, you see an image. It's being displayed by the different frequencies and stuff. So I ran a picture of Troy through one of those, and then I screen captured what the image to sound looked like. So we went from image to sound to image. But that's how I made that. It was pretty easy though. This sounds way more complicated than it actually is, but it's quite easy.
That sounds really cool though.
Thank you.
I don't know why that reminds me of stenography, which is completely different, but
Right, but it sounds like something that should be related in a way.
yeah, it does.
Oh, cheers, Deadhead. How's it going?
I know a little bit about stenography. I use something called Kali Linux, distro Linux, and there's a tool built into it called StegHide. You can embed files, including executable files, inside of either PNGs, JPEGs, or even inside of .wav audio files.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that complicated.
Yeah, and it's encrypted with a password, so you have to run StegHide and use the encryption password to encrypt the password and extract the stuff.
Yeah. There's actually a Google extension for turning images into spectrographs.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's yeah. And then you so you put your image in, you figure out if you want to use your whole image or not, and then you can adjust the length of the sound, and that changes the width of the image.
Oh, wow.
And you can change the frequency that's displayed, which adjusts the height at which the image is portrayed in the thing. It's really neat.
Oh wow! So you can do different things to change the height and width. Wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Although it really shouldn't surprise me because it's like an extension for everything nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Hey, cheers, Big Mo.
Quite literally.
Cheers, Skip Nasty.
Don't mind me taking a few bites of my Captain Crunch Berries edition.
I don't care, man. You do what you gotta do. Heading over to 840s. All right, Mo. I'll probably see you there later.
I'm multitasking, trying to procrastinate as long as possible from doing the chores that I know I inevitably have to do. I'm not a morning person. I'm more of a night person.
There we go. Whew. I'm currently toking on some alien ice cream from Stony. That's very good.
Oh, that
Not
sounds
gonna
good.
lie. Oh yeah, it's very tasty. Oh, thanks, Deadhead. I appreciate it, man. Whew.
All right, I'm gonna pop out. Take care.
All right, man. You have a good one. Have a good breakfast, and hope your day rocks, man.
Thank you. Hope you have a great day too. Take care, y'all.
Yeah. Later. There we go. All right. I'm going to have a new video for you guys tomorrow. I think you guys might like it. It's that Gilbert Godfrey thing I was working on, where I got Troy had that intro from Gilbert Godfrey. Or it was a cameo, rather. Whoops. It was a cameo from Gilbert Godfrey. So what I did was I got the video from Troy, and then I separated the audio from the video, and then I got just the audio, and I kind of remixed it, and made like not really a full song, but like I don't know, some semblance of music, you know. And so I made this remix. I was like, man, this sounds really funny. This sounds really good. I sent it to Troy, and he fucking loved it. So then I'm like, all right, cool. Now I have to make a video for it. And I realized that anytime I've made a video in the past, like the edit I did of like any of the edits I do for I Love Weed Live, usually what I do is I do the edit first, and then I find what music works, bring the music in, and then I sort of like chop it up and edit it so that like it has kind of like a remixy flow sort of. But in this instance, I had the audio first, so then I had to edit all of the video to the audio. And I've done that sort of before with Little Terpene, but not like this. And it was challenging but fun. And the end result is, if nothing else, it's funny. It doesn't look professionally done by any means. But, you know, it looks like someone had fun making it, and that's a fact. That's true. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It should definitely be ready tomorrow. But yeah, this I was having a lot of fun with that spectrograph images app. Well, it's not really an app, but it's like an extension of Google. And I was doing all sorts of stuff. Like I actually have a lot of music I've been working on lately. That's why I haven't been online as much as I normally have been. But yeah, man, like at some point I plan on releasing all of it on my channel through like a live stream. And yeah, it'll just be a giant live stream of just music I've made in my spare time. So that should be fun. That should be cool. Has anyone eaten ostrich? Yes, I have. I have eaten ostrich. I've had an ostrich burger before. And what kind of mic do I use? What kind of music? Not the good kind. No. I make very noisy, abrasive, experimental music that sometimes dips its toe in industrial, but it's not quite that heavy, and it doesn't take itself that seriously. What kind of mic do I use? Well, right now, I'm currently, you can probably tell, but I'm using the microphone for my tablet, and it's not very good. But sometimes when I record, I will use whatever I have laying around. I actually have a pretty decent microphone that's kind of, it's weird though, because like I have it's called a bullet mic, and it's basically like a round microphone that has a volume knob switch on it, and or a volume knob on it, and and just a cord. There's no handle. It's so you just kind of hold it like this. And I think it was originally meant for like old radios or something. But sometimes I use that. But a lot of the time I'll just use whatever shitty microphone I have laying around, and then I try to use different programs to try to tidy the audio up and try to clean it up a little bit. So there's different, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and a lot of the time it doesn't. And you know, that's part of, but that's almost part of experimental music for me, is I'm just trying to do shit that's different and weird and offbeat. And sometimes at the end of the day, some shit might not sound like it's best, but it also that's sometimes okay, you know, because a lot of the time, like it seems like a lot of people over generations of music have tried to replicate the imperfections of past mediums, meaning like sometimes people try to replicate that sound that plays when like a tape is warped, or it's like it's not spinning right, or if like a record scratches, or if there's there's dust on the record. Like people try to replicate all those sorts of sounds. So I feel like sometimes the quality, like the sound quality of your music, doesn't always 100% matter. You know what I mean? As long as there's some sort of heart or soul there, as long as there's something. But yeah, music is fun and cool. And it gets weirder and weirder the more you treat music like it's science. But in a lot of ways, music is also kind of a lot like magic, too. It's almost like music is almost like if magic and science had a baby, that baby would be music. Oh, all right, man. I'll catch you later. Hope you have a good one. Ooh, gas money flour? That sounds good. Gas money. You got that gas money. Sounds pretty good. Using the smoke buddy because I'm trying to save my electronics. Because you might not think about it, but like smoke does damage your electronics over time. Because it's not like your PlayStation or your DVD player or your camera or your computer can just has lungs that it can use to cough this shit up. You know what I mean? Like that stuff sticks and it stays there, and then that collects dust, and then that collects problems. You don't want smoked out electronics. It's fucked. That's why most studios probably won't let you smoke in the studio. Like most. Tobacco smoke causes probably more damage than weed smoke, but if you blew weed smoke into your computer or your Xbox multiple times a day, every day for a year, I feel like you'd notice a difference in performance. Oh yeah, I got tons of windows and shit open too, but I'm I'm extra cautious when it comes to technology because I try to take care of my shit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like if you blew just about, well, try it, man. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how that experiment goes. Like, go out and get like a cheap system, smoke weed every day, blow into it, like right into it. Mm, I don't know, man. Oh, dude, I stopped keeping up on the MCU. I just stopped. I can't. I can't anymore with them. They've just made too many missteps for me to really give a shit or stay interested. Like, they pretty much wrapped up all the storylines that I really cared about, and not in very satisfying ways. But I know Sentry is like OP in the comics, but they nerfed him in the movie. Still no 840. I didn't mean to. I just threw up a live because I wanted to test some stuff out on StreamYard. So, like, I could pretty much wrap this up at any point. Check out all the badass merch at TeePublic / I Love Weed Live. Hell yeah. They've got some pretty good merch. I gotta get some. I've also been working on making merch for I Love Weed Live. Every morning you should test. This is Big Mo. Yeah. If I can. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I gotta see it. Are you talking about the Thunderbolts? Was that what he was in most recently? Was the Thunderbolts? I really want to know how they're going to try to pull off Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom. So that was a weird direction for them to go in. Like, as much as I like Robert Downey Jr., I don't really know if I like it. Like, I don't know if I want him to come back or in that way. And I feel like Victor Von Doom deserves like their own identity, and it's going to be overshadowed by the fact that Tony Stark is coming back. And it's like, I don't know. It's just it just seems messy. It's not the Thunderbolts, it's the New Avengers, aka Thunderbolts, not the Thunderbolts. That makes total sense. I love it. Now, I think I saw something about that where they've been marketing it as the Thunderbolts, and then they changed it to the New Avengers, or that's what the twist of the spoiler alert. That's essentially what the twist of the movie is. See, Sean thinks it's going to be awesome. Well, I can respect that. I'm cautiously on the fence, I guess. Not the Thunderbolts. Okay. Yep, down. I should have stayed down. Yeah, I kind of agree, because in a way it almost makes like his sacrifice, like, in a way mean less, but then but it's not like he's coming back in the same capacity either. So if they do it right, it might feel like they're being haunted by a fragment of their past instead of, everything else. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, we lost my background music. Where'd you go? Gotcha. So it's just Thunderbolts. Well, oh, for Fantastic Four. Oh, hang on. I lost my thing. I mean, there's a female surfer in the comics. There's a female Silver Surfer. So it's not like they're really changing anything. They're just using that character instead of... I don't really see it that way, because in the comics, she was an actual character that existed. Like, she really, like, they didn't just change the Silver Surfer to make it a woman for the movie. Like, they're using a character from the comics that is a woman. If that makes any sense. It's a character that's literally from the comics. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah. Well, the actress probably didn't even read the comics either. But I mean, there's a dude Silver Surfer, but he's not the only Silver Surfer out there, and she's not supposed to be him. She's supposed to be her. Does that make sense? Like, there's more than one surfer. The same way that, like, you know how in the MCU there's like variants and stuff? Or sometimes there can be more than one Green Lantern. I mean, that's DC, but you get it, right? There are a lot of Silver Surfers. It's just not the Silver Surfer that you know and love. I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, when you say Silver Surfer, there's only one Silver Surfer we all think of. So when you hear that there's a Silver Surfer in the, you know, in the Fantastic Four movie, you're gonna think, oh, it's gonna be my boy. And then you watch the trailer and then it's not your boy. I can understand being upset about that, but they didn't I'm pretty sure they didn't gender swap, man. There's more than one surfer. There's a woman surfer. There's a couple of different, I think there's a couple of different dude surfers. I think at one point, all right, can we talk about the fact that, like, Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, has basically become everything in the MCU. He was Cosmic Ghost Rider. He became Venom. There's so many others too. Well, my guess is that they're probably using this other female, this like other Silver Surfer to set up, you know, who we're all familiar with as the Silver Surfer. Yeah. So I think that's just to set up, like, you know, the boss battle. You know what I mean? I mean, it kind of seems like they're kind of on their way to doing that. Although, I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh man, I am baked. Are you guys baked? Is he gonna be in Doomsday? I don't know. Yeah, man. I really want. I think that Blade series or movie with is it what's his name? Marshala Ali or something? I'm sorry, I'm probably horribly butchering his name. I'm just not sure if that's even his name. But they were supposed to be doing a movie or a new Blade thing, and apparently the end of Eternal set that up. But I'm pretty sure that project ended up getting canceled. Oh yeah. Yeah, the real Blade was in Deadpool. There's only ever going to be one Blade. That's such a funny line, too, especially given that that Blade project probably got canceled. Sorry, stoners, we're talking about nerd shit today. Sorry. I think the new Superman movie is probably going to be... it's going to be a solid James Gunn movie. And if you don't like James Gunn or his directorial style or the way he goes about things, you might not like it. But I feel like, just from what I've seen, I think that this version of Superman by many is going to probably be considered truer to the original ideals of what Superman was all about. Like, in the comics, there's a lot of him just like saving cats and dogs from trees and just like helping little old ladies across the street, in addition to all the crazy like cataclysmic shit he has to deal with, you know. But yeah, favorite Punisher is the one from Warzone. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Oh, there's so many Punishers. There's so many Punishers that turn into different things. I'm pretty sure there's a Frank Castle. I think it's in one of the zombie storylines or something, where Frank Castle is he ends up getting like absolutely butchered, and then someone brings him back as Frankencastle, and he's basically like Frankenstein Punisher, just for laughs, because they like to do that shit sometimes. Just be like, what if everyone was clowns? What if everyone were made out of balloons? What if Thanos was a good guy? Cheers, drone will fly. Hope you're doing good. Oh, there have been there's how many different, haven't there only been 2 different Punishers in the films? No, there's been at least 3, right? Because you've got the dude from Walking Dead, you've got the Thomas Jane. Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be at least 3 or 4. I feel like from what I've seen from the new trailers from it anyway, it looks like it just looks different than the other Superman movies that have come out lately. It doesn't look like it takes itself super seriously, and it isn't quite as dark as the other ones. I feel like after the success of all the Batman movies, with the modern Superman movies anyway, they almost felt like they had to compete with that grittiness or that edge, and it just kind of, I don't know. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I agree with that. Like, they just kind of after a while, they all start to feel the same. Yeah, the John Bernthal one's probably my favorite, though. He's really good. That's the dude from The Walking Dead. I always forget his name until I see it, and then I know who it is. I'm like, yep. Yep. Well, I mean, I guess I'll have to see it, before I, say anything either way. I'm just saying those are like my impressions. Just a tiny bit of smoke in there. I think the most rewatchable is probably Ragnarok. That one's probably the most rewatchable to me. Deadpool and Wolverine was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Cheers. That sounds good. If I had to make a list, I would probably say that's tough. In no specific order, I'd probably say Ragnarok, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, the Deadpool movies, Spider-Man No Way Home was pretty good. And I was also a fan of Doctor Strange in the... it was the newest Doctor Strange movie that came out. The one that was directed by Sam Raimi. I liked that. I thought that was great. Ever wonder where ants go, or where they, what they do sometimes? Maybe they're just bored. Maybe they don't even realize you're a person. They just think that you're part of the environment. They crawl up on you. No ants in my pants. Oh man. I saw this funny viral video of this dude laying on the ground in a Target, and he was just like seemingly being dragged by his pants. I couldn't tell if he had like some kind of like one of those hoverboard things under him, or if like someone had a rope or some kind of string and they were just like dragging him by the foot around the target. But he was yelling about ants in his pants and how the ants in his pants were dragging him away, and he was asking for help. And it was just fucking hilarious because he was just like flying down the aisle, and people are like just so confused. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was stop motion. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was. It was clever and impressive, whatever it was. But he's claiming that he was being dragged away by ants in his pants. So there you have it. It was wild. It was really funny though. Alright. Well, I'm probably going to wrap this up pretty soon. Just want to do a little mini one, and we're quickly approaching the hour mark. Not quite there, but you know, to keep it a true mini, I gotta end it under there. But anyway, I'm glad you guys liked the background I've got going on here. Troy's face. And yeah, so basically I just ran an image I made of Troy with the logo through a software that scans the image and then figures out what would need to be detailed to make like a copy of it, and then it uses an XY axis to determine what frequencies to use, and then it recreates the image in a sound. So then if you have that sound and you scan it through a spectrograph, which allows you to look at sound waves, essentially, you would see that image. So that's how I made that. And then I slapped a couple of effects on it, like some like digital glitching and shit. Yeah. Anyway, glad you guys like it, and I will be back tomorrow to host, and I should have that Gilbert Gottfried video ready for you guys. I hope you guys like it. Troy will be back tonight, and yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a great one, and you know, do what you gotta do to get through the day. And don't be a dick to people. And smoke weed. Those are my my words of wisdom. All right. Have a good day, everybody.